As night falls upon Eider, the echoes of owls calm the wind. An intrusive nightmare, in the shape of deformed shadows and destruction, enters a humble home.
No, leave me be.
Elara tosses and turns in her bed, vivid visions of darkness enveloping the earth around her, like cracks in reality, shattered like shards from a mirror. In its reflection, a glimmering, arcane light appears, with a serene voice reaching out as a beacon of hope.
You need not fear. These are threads yet to be woven.
As the voice becomes clear, the nightmare holds still as if time itself is halted.
Who are you? Why does this feel so real?
I am not a who. I am a part of you. In times of struggle, I will be near.
Elara struggles to grasp the space and time she's in. It feels so real.
Why are these horrors shown to me?
These horrors are caused by something else. I advise caution. It seems to be a darkened spell.
As the voice fades, Elara's mind grows dizzy, like tumbling boulders in a mountain slide. She falls deeper into her slumber as the dreams fade away. Elara's eyes flutter open, heavy from the night's visions, her mind still clouded with the remnants of the nightmare. She questions the validity of what she saw, unsure if it was real. Sitting up in bed, Elara rubs her temples, trying to shake off the lingering sense of dread. The room feels too quiet, too still, as if the echoes of the nightmare still linger in the air.
Was it just a dream?
Elara whispers to herself, her voice barely audible in the dim light of dawn filtering through the window. She searches for reassurance, but finds none in the silence. The weight of uncertainty hangs heavy in the air as Elara struggles to make sense of the night's events. Little does she know, the echoes of the nightmare are only a fragment of what's to come. Elara's gaze drifts across the room, landing on the empty spot where her uncle, Olaf, usually rests. A pang of concern tugs at her heart as she realizes he's missing from his bed. Frowning, Elara rises from her bed and makes her way to the adjoining room, where she notices a faint, warming sound of sparks emanating from the fireplace. The sight of it being lit calms her senses, diverting her thoughts from the nightmares for a moment. Glancing at the pot of porridge left ready on the table, Elara assumes that her uncle must have risen early and is already out tending to their horse. She takes solace in the thought, reassured by the familiar routine of their daily chores. Olaf, Elara's beloved uncle, is a constant source of kindness and humility. Despite his own wounds and struggles, he has always been there for her, raising her as his own daughter in the absence of her father. His absence weighs heavily on her heart, but the comforting warmth of the fireplace offers solace in this moment of uncertainty. Elara settles at the table, spooning the warm porridge into her mouth as she savors the comforting flavors. The worry about her uncle's absence begins to fade as the familiar routine of breakfast soothes her nerves. Just as she takes another spoonful, the door creaks open.
Good morning, my dear Elara.
Olaf greets her with a smile, his eyes twinkling with kindness.
I see you've already started without me. I hope you've left some for your old uncle.
Elara's face lights up at the sight of her uncle, relief washing over her as she realizes he's safe and sound.
Good morning, Uncle Olaf,
He responds, setting down her spoon and rushing to give him a hug.
Hold on there, slugger.
Olaf chuckles as he returns her hug, his voice warm and affectionate.
Perhaps I should make porridge more often.
Elara laughs, the sound bright and melodic.
That would be a welcome change.
She replies, stepping back to look up at him with a humorous smirk. Memories of the nightmare intrusively invade Elara's mind for a moment.
I had the strangest nightmare last night.
Elara mentions casually, not wanting to dwell on the detail.
Oh, are you all right, dear?
I'm fine, really.
Elara assures him, offering a reassuring smile.
It's nothing to worry about.
Well, if you ever need to talk about it, you know I'm here for you.
Elara nods gratefully, touched by her uncle's kindness.
Thank you, Uncle Olaf. I appreciate that.
A slight tumble roars from Elara's stomach, serving as a reminder that the porridge is starting to cool in the bowl.
But for now, let's enjoy our breakfast together. And don't worry, there's plenty of porridge left for you.
With that, the warmth and laughter of their morning ritual envelop them once more, pushing aside the shadows of Elara's nightmares. In Olaf's presence, she finds comfort and reassurance, knowing that no matter what challenges lie ahead, they will face them together as a family.
Well, that was a delicious breakfast.
Olaf remarks with a satisfied sigh, pushing his empty bowl away.
It seems we're a bit short on water, though,
He observes, glancing towards the nearly empty water barrel in the corner of the room.
Elara, could you fetch some fresh water from the river?
Elara responds with a playful smirk, rolling her eyes in mock exasperation.
I guess someone has to work around here.
She quips, teasing her uncle gently as she rises from the table.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
With a laugh, Olaf watches as Elara grabs a bucket and heads out the door, her steps light and purposeful. As she disappears from view, he takes a moment to appreciate the bond they share, grateful for her willingness to help with the farm chores. As Elara steps out of the cozy warmth of her home, she is greeted by the crisp morning air, carrying the earthy scent of the surrounding fields. The road stretches out before her, winding through the open fields towards the dense canopy of the old forest. With a determined stride, Elara sets off along the familiar path, her thoughts focused on the task ahead. As she walks, Elara admires the beauty of the countryside, the vibrant colors of wildflowers dancing in the gentle breeze. The distant sound of birdsong fills the air, a cheerful melody that lifts her spirits with each step. Suddenly, she spots a figure approaching from the opposite direction, a familiar face framed by wisps of silver hair.
Good morning, Elara.
Bertha calls out, her voice warm and friendly despite the early hour.
Good morning, Gertha.
Elara replies, returning the greeting with a smile. Gertha's eyes twinkle with kindness as she draws closer, the weight of the water bucket in her hands seemingly no burden at all. Despite her age, Gertha moves with a surprising strength and agility, a testament to the resilience of the villagers of Aitor.
Heading to the river, I see.
Gertha asks, nodding towards the direction Elara is walking.
Yes, we're a bit short on water this morning.
Elara explains, gesturing towards the empty bucket hanging from her arm.
No worries, dear. The river's flowing strong today. You'll have your fill in no time.
Gertha assures her with a reassuring smile. With a parting wave, Gertha continues on her way, her spirits seemingly lifted by their brief exchange. As Elara watches Gertha disappear down the road, she feels a renewed sense of determination, knowing that help is always close at hand in the tight-knit community of Aitor. With a final glance towards the forest ahead, Elara resumes her journey, her footsteps echoing softly against the earth as she ventures towards the river and the task that awaits her. As Elara reaches the edge of the forest, the gentle rustle of leaves and the soothing sound of flowing water greet her ears. She takes a deep breath, inhaling the earthy scent of moss and damp soil, feeling a sense of calm wash over her momentarily. However, as she bends down to fill the bucket from the cool, clear waters of the river, a shiver runs down her spine, and an unsettling feeling begins to creep over her. Elara's hands tremble slightly as she dips the bucket into the river, the darkness of her nightmare haunting her thoughts once more. With each passing moment, the atmosphere around Elara seems to grow heavier, the air thick with an unspoken tension that she can't quite shake. As she stands by the riverbank, the once comforting sounds of nature now seem muted, as if the forest itself holds its breath in anticipation of something unknown. Elara straightens up, the bucket of water heavy in her hands, as she scans the surrounding forest with a sense of unease. A feeling of foreboding settles over her as she senses movement among the trees, a rustling sound that sends a shiver down her spine. With her heart pounding in her chest, Elara cautiously approaches the bushes, her senses on high alert for any sign of danger. Suddenly, she catches a glimpse of something white amidst the foliage, a flash of fur that sends a chill down her spine. Instinctively, she tightens her grip on the bucket, her eyes darting nervously as she tries to discern the source of the movement. With each step, the sense of urgency grows stronger, the hairs on the back of her neck standing on end as she draws closer to the bushes. The forest seems to hold its breath as Elara inches forward, her heart racing as she prepares herself for whatever may lie hidden among the shadows. As she reaches the edge of the bushes, she braces herself for what she might find, her mind racing with possibilities as she prepares to confront the unknown.
Hi there. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy the story, consider leaving a like and subscribe to get notified as Echoes of Azentia continues to grow. If you've made it this far, leave a comment about fear down below, and I'll know you were here. And remember, in the face of fear, stand tall and near with each step forward. Let courage steer. Through the dark unknown, let resilience appear, for in conquering fears, true strength we revere. See you in the next chapter. Bye-bye.